This is elemi, a very interesting plant. This plant's actually from Indonesia. It's not such a common oil, but I love it. It's antibacterial. It's thicker. Oh. I'm saying it's thicker as it shoots out. I'm going to do 6 drops of this as well. So I did 2. And it really doesn't matter if you do a few more. It's not going to be the end of the world. Of course, with sandalwood, sandalwood's a very expensive oil. And it's expensive because it's actually really hard to get. To get good sandalwood oil is becoming more and more difficult. It is a crop that was not harvested sustainably for many years in India. Basically, sandalwood is from the inside of the bark of a sandalwood tree, and unfortunately, when they were making sandalwood oil in the 30s, 40s and 50s, they would cut the entire tree down. It's a very slow growing tree, so they are producing it sustainably now, but it's still not that easy to get. So ginger is a wonderful, oh, I love ginger. It's a wonderful essential oil, and I'm just going to use 4 drops of ginger.
Seems like the geranium oil could be, geranium seems like really cheerful.
Geranium's lovely, yes, it's a lovely oil, and very, also very nice for winter. So really you can change up the blend, you know, as much as you want, just depending on your own personality and what you're looking for. And then this is the sandalwood. Yeah, I'll pass that one around. You'll see how sticky sandalwood oil is. It's a very lingering note. If you like sandalwood, rub your finger around the top and put a little bit on your wrist, and you'll have it for the rest of the day. It's a wonderful base note. So I'm just going to use 2 drops of this. So this little orifice reducer, sometimes with these little orifice reducers, they get a little airlock in them, and you have to just blow into it to clear it. So if it doesn't come out straight away, that could be what is occurring. But also it is a thick oil. Come on. Oh, there we go. Who likes the sandalwood? I hear someone say, oh, it smells good. It's lovely, isn't it? Oh, that's the ginger. I know, I love ginger too. Wonderful for digestion. This is not wanting to come out. Here, let me just give it a good tap.
There it is.
Yep, got it. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love this blend. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I'm happy.
I wish sandalwood trees would grow in the Northwest.
Oh, has anyone heard my sandalwood tree story?
Oh, no.
Can I tell it?
Yeah.
Okay, my mission in life was to see a real sandalwood tree. It was the one, I went to India twice, and both times it was all I had on my mind. I want to see a sandalwood tree. So, you know, I asked everyone, do you know where a tree is? Nobody knew. I mean, here you are in India, right? Nobody knew where a tree was. So finally, my second trip there, where even in Mysore, where that's the city where all the sandalwood grows, I said, I really want to see one in the wild. I didn't want to see one in the factory, you know, where they distill. They have quite a lot of trees growing there at various stages. So finally, I found someone. They said, yes, there's one on the way to the temple about 15 miles out of town. And, okay, so I found a cab driver who said he could take me. And he said, but the best time to go is early in the morning, because it was very hot too, India, you know. You've got to really do everything early in the morning. So I arranged for him to come and pick me up at 5 o'clock, and my husband decided to stay sleeping. So off I went, and in a way, looking back, I was thinking, oh goodness, that probably was a bit brave, you know, sort of jumping in a cab with this person I've never met, and off we go. And, you know, because India, it's a dangerous place, let's face it. It's you really have to be on your toes. But off we go out into the countryside, and we wind our way up this hill, and he stops halfway up the hill and he goes, there it is. And there was this spindly little tree on the side of the road. I'm like, that's it? There was no other trees growing around anywhere. I mean, it was like, it was an interesting experience, you know. I was like, oh, okay, so I mean, it wasn't that spindly, but it would have been about maybe 15 feet, you know, and not like this huge, majestic sandalwood tree, which is what I'd imagine. But anyway, I tried to sort of stay positive about it. And so I leap out of the car and go towards the tree. And it's a very pretty tree. It's got a very deep, quite a deep green, glossy leaf. Not glossy, but sort of thick and almost like a magnolia leaf, almost that kind of consistency. So, you know, I crushed the leaf, not a thing. You know, I scraped the bark, not a thing. You can smell no sandalwood on this tree. So now I'm in disbelief. I'm like, did you bring me here? This is not really a sandalwood tree, right? You know, I mean, I thought I could smell something, but it is true. It was a sandalwood tree. I took a sample of the leaf back. I had it definitely identified by someone who knew what they were talking about. It was a sandalwood tree. The thing with sandalwood is it is in the inner bark, and it always intrigues me, how did somebody find that out? Isn't that fascinating? It's true with a lot of medicine, you know, I mean with a lot of things. How did someone originally find that out? But it was a fun experience. And we ended up going off to the temple because it was on the way to the temple. So then I went to the temple and went through the whole temple thing, and it was the day everyone went to temple, so I lined up with everyone and we had a good time. Anyone familiar with these?
Some back there on the counter.
These are so fun and they're so easy to use. They're patches with essential oil in them. You just peel the back off it, put it here, you know, or if you have an aoi, put it directly on the aoi. If you get the arnica is wonderful if you know, have a sore elbow, or maybe you've, you know, done something to your back, slap an arnica patch on. This is great if you have a little bit of a chest, a little bit of a cough, or you just want to inhale eucalyptus throughout the day, helps to keep you awake. And we've got somebody yawning here. Don't do that, it's contagious.
I use the one for energy lift, energy boost.
With the lemongrass, isn't that great?
And you don't need a whole one. We cut it in three.
Oh.
I shared it with people I worked with.
Oh.
And they thanked me for it.
Terrific. Well, I'm going to pass these around. I want you each to take one and either put it on now if you like, go to the bathroom, put it on, or take it home and use it. You're going to love them. You are going to love them. So we have a whole range of them over here. They're a great way to get essential oils into your life.
Thank you, Dorene.
You're welcome.